I'm known as Mad Dog Barfog.
Mad Dog travels to distant lands working as a computer security consultant.
Alright, so today we're looking at this medieval family from Wife Swap. They're pretty weird. I don't really know too much about them prior to watching this episode, and I kind of just want to get through this intro, so let's get started.
This week, the Stamper family from Ohio.
I feel like I'm looking at a bunch of fucking Fable 2 NPCs. No offense to anybody watching this video in the 1500s or whatever, but this family looks like they smell like garlic.
They live in a medieval fantasy world.
They look more like they live with Oscar the Grouch. This shit is actually ridiculous, but how did this hogwash-ass family even figure out about this show? They don't have a television. They're living like they're in the 1500s. This shit doesn't make any sense.
Mom Stephanie believes her role as a medieval wife is to treat her husband Greg as a king.
If this guy's the king, then I'm the emperor of fucking England. I feel a little bad for this wife. Unless if we luck out and reincarnation is real, she just spent her one time on Earth being this guy's queen. Respectfully, I'd rather gouge my eyes out with like a spoon than spend my life role-playing Dungeons and Dragons with this guy.
And stay at home with their children to protect them from the evil influences of the outside world.
They gotta stop bringing on these kooky-ass doomsday families. The outside world is never as bad as what's going on in these households.
And the Haggertys from Florida. 21st century mom Lisa has 2 jobs. She barely spends any time with her kids, who she encourages to be outgoing and independent.
Definitely a step up from the Hogwarts family over here, but
She barely spends any time with her kids.
I'd probably try to work on that if I were you. Of course they're gonna be independent without you always up their ass, but I mean, you're their mom. They kinda need you.
Who she encourages to be outgoing and independent.
Why does this guy look like he wants to beat my ass? We're a minute into the video and I'm already about to get the shit beaten out of me.
But trusts them so little that she searches their rooms while they're out.
Well shit, who knows what the fuck this guy's up to. But she would probably be able to trust her kids more if she, you know, spent time with them.
Real homes.
Oh shit, thank God they're not showing fake ones. Let's get into the episode though. I would show you guys the preview for this one in full, but it kinda sucks.
A long time ago, in a land far, far away,
When am I going far, far away? I don't want to look at this shit.
Stephanie and Greg Stamper's obsession with medieval times has taken over every part of their lives.
Oh my god, we moved on from the 1500s for a reason, dude. If this is how you want to live, go for it, but you shouldn't make your kids grow up inside of this lame-ass environment. If you want to live your life like it's Dungeons and Dragons or even fucking Pokemon for all I care, go for it, but why have kids and then make them grow up inside of your fantasy world? Someday the real world's going to hit them like a freight train, and because of you, they'll have no experience and they won't be ready.
We enjoy recreating the best of the Middle Ages.
I got involved in a historical reenactment first and got the whole family involved.
Why can't they ever just have a hobby that they keep to themselves? Not only is this guy getting his kids in on it, but he literally has his wife treating him like a fucking king under the pretense of it being the medieval times. Dude's just kind of a loser who wanted to be treated like a king and got his family roped up in his shenanigans.
It's a fantasy world. We don't have to worry about other people interacting with it. We don't have to worry about modern world concerns.
You say this as you're on modern day television. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But your fantasy bubble pops as soon as you leave your house and go out into the real world, which I expect your kids will leave and go into the real world someday. I genuinely don't know how they're going to survive in the modern day world that they live in.
It's a step back to a slower time.
You didn't gotta tell me that. I already knew.
You have clothing, you have items that you need to build, you have to devote time to it. Part of what we do is develop an alternate personality.
Fuck all that. Basically, he has his family living as shoemakers. They make everything that they wear, I think. And I want to say that's an awesome skill to have, but are they really that skilled? Come on. By the way, this is their form of quote-unquote homeschooling. Their kids don't actually learn anything useful. They learn how to make clothing and shoes, which, I mean, that's useful when the clothing that you make isn't ass. I don't think it's very useful when these are the clothes that they're making. If you guys want to put on this blue shit this guy has on, then be my guest, but I just don't see that selling out.
A persona.
My persona name is Ursula Grutner.
She said it, not me, man. Under the sea-ass bitch.
I am Damon Stamper. My name is Ulrich.
Maybe these kids are better off not going to school, man.
My name is Ulrich.
Okay, dork.
My name is Tara Stamper, and my persona name is Dorinda.
Dorinda. Now that's something, dude. Not a name, but it's something.
I'm known as Mad Dog Barfog.
King Mad Dog Barfog. Alright. This dude's name sounds like a Neopet with fucking rabies.
Mad Dog travels to distant lands working as a computer security consultant.
That's the most disrespectful shit that this narrator's ever said. King Mad Dog journeys over to work in his Kia Soul. I thought this guy was from the 1500s. Fuck is he doing working in computer science? You'd expect this guy to at least work at like a circus or some shit, dude. Play your role. Don't be such a fucking poser.
And is rarely home.
For about 3 weeks out of the month, I'm away from my family.
Dude, what the fuck? That completely contradicts everything else that they've said about this guy. How is this guy so old-timey and medieval, but he works in computer science and is never actually at home doing medieval shit? So his family's just medieval as hell 24/7 while he's out there in the background on his goddamn PC using the latest Windows and driving his Kia Soul like there's no tomorrow. That somehow manages to make everything 10 times sadder. So you're all good to go and use technology and shit, not the family though.
We intertwine our historical reenactment within our homeschooling by sewing, learning how to cook. For phys ed, we dance.
Dancing and sewing and cooking, all really awesome things to learn how to do. Really good extracurricular stuff, man. But when do they learn everything else?
And as the kids don't have friends, they don't need cell phones either.
This narrator does not fucking like these guys. Since these kids are losers and have no fucking friends, they have no phones. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I have plenty of friends. I have my dog.
Yeah, this guy has plenty of friends, narrator. Back off, dude.
My parents trust me enough that we don't need rules. Use common sense around here and you'll be okay.
I don't think I'm coming around in general anytime soon, so I guess I'll be okay regardless. But let's take a look at the other family, see what they're doing wrong. Bully them a little bit.
Lisa Haggerty is a thoroughly modern 21st century mom who's always on the move. Thoroughly modern.
Okay, she can't be that fucking modern, dude. Those other people were just stuck in the past. Except for the husband. He's just like role-playing or something.
No, I just feel like I can't slow down. I feel like there's always something that needs to be done. Hello, class. I am a substitute teacher.
I don't think I've ever seen a teacher on this show, especially a substitute teacher at that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty curious to see her take on this family's methods of schooling.
Sometimes it aggravates me because I'm like, can she take a break?
Damn, man, I know she has to put table on the food. How did I fuck that up? Food on the table. Clearly, it's becoming a problem with her not being there for her kids. I don't know if she can adjust that. It's just like a 15-year-old episode. I don't know why I'm talking in present tense, but I hope she adjusted that because, I mean, if the kids are complaining about it and the damn producer is complaining about it, then come on, dude. It's just a problem.
In this modern family, as he's home during the day, it's Julius who takes care of the kids and the cooking.
I don't really have shit to say about this part, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight on what the husband's like, and yeah, that's basically it. He cooks, he cleans, he watches the kids, and he's also like a corrections officer, so that's pretty cool.
I prefer the way I seen it when I grew up, as the woman did the cooking and then seeing her husband off to work.
Yeah, not for you, bro. Hate to break it to you.
Their responsibilities are the laundry, vacuuming, dishes. We don't eat together as a family very often at all.
All this talk about chores has me wondering, what does she do? If the dad is always with the kids and the dad's always cooking, the kids are always cleaning and shit, what do you do? It's not like the dad doesn't have a job or something, because he does too. So what the hell's going on here?
Because we straddle in the way that we do.
Alexandria and myself will sit down and eat first, then Justin and Victoria will come in, then they'll sit down and eat.
Does she not do anything? I'm confused here. I'm not losing sleep over it, but damn, sucks to be him. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the actual swap now because this family, not as exciting.
After an 800-mile journey, the wives get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
If that Mediva Ursula bitch starts complaining, I'm gonna lose it, bro. She lives in the medieval times, man. There's no way that this lady's house is going to be any worse than hers.
There are a lot of damn sores around here.
They gotta use this to fight off polio or some shit. Old ass family.
Are they real? We might have to hide these until I get to know them.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd have to hide that shit too. I'm not trying to get cut up in the middle of the night by Althazas or whatever the fuck this guy's name is.
Home entertainment, TV, another TV. There's a television in every room.
Nice observation, Ursula. Glad that your eyes were. It's just kind of weird to me that she's nitpicking seeing TVs when she has swords hanging up on her wall.
What is this, a harp? Oh, that is so cute.
Asked to go in my room. Uh-oh, we like privacy.
Uh-oh, we like privacy? What's wrong with privacy, Ursula? I bet you this lady thinks that she's inside of the weird house right now.
What the hell?
They have a chore list?
You literally treat your husband like a king. How are you laughing at a fucking chore list? That just doesn't make any sense. You're used to doing all of the chores.
She's one of those.
If she's one of those, then I'd hate to see what you are.
Pretty welcome to the House of Neverwinter.
That entrance sounds like a Discord moderator's bio.
I have 2 jobs, 2 What does he do?
He's a corrections officer, security guard, or some shit. He has a job. Just because she has 2 doesn't mean that he has 0. Finish reading the damn page before you react. You look stupid now.
I like to be treated like a queen. Well, in my house, she's going to be treating my husband like a king.
What makes Lord Farquaad over here deserve to be treated like a king? This guy probably doesn't even wash his ass, man. She better not go to this house and treat this man like a fucking king, because he's not one.
Cook for him, clean for him. It's your duty as a wife. No, it is not.
I get she's from 1492, but just because you marry somebody doesn't mean that you're obligated to wipe their ass for them. Believe me, this guy's a big enough boy to do it himself. He does not need your help. He doesn't deserve to be treated like a fucking king or whatever else. This isn't the fantasy world he pretends it is, man. It's modern day America, and he literally works with computers, man. What the fuck? It contradicts his entire ideology.
My kids must be involved in the world through school and lots of friends. Blood is thicker than water. Your family's there for life.
I don't see your mom walking around the joint. People get older and they leave. You're not gonna be around your kids forever. That blood is thicker than water shit is fucking stupid. They need to go and move on with their lives eventually. You won't always be there. So let them go out into the world and experience it for themselves while you can still help and guide them from a close angle so that they don't leave your house and get completely shit on by the world.
The kids in the Middle Ages didn't go to public school, and they did just fine.
They all died of polio at like 33. We don't do shit like how they did because they were all stupid and died. If they were just fine, nothing would have ever changed.
Did they really?
No.
The last thing we did together is play cards, but I don't remember when that was. Ooh, the family's in for a good time with me.
Yeah, I doubt this one. I think they're gonna fucking hate this lady. You guys say that I end the video super abruptly, so I'm just letting you guys know I'm only gonna keep going for probably 4 to 5 more minutes. I'm gonna get out of this video soon.
We each take on a different medieval character that becomes our alter ego and use our imaginations to travel to distant lands.
I swear to God, that's how I felt reading this episode synopsis. I couldn't believe this shit was real. I had to see it with my own eyes. You got motherfuckers walking around named Orca and shit, just straight up role playing. Someday these kids are going to grow up and they're going to go to Home Depot and they're going to pretend that they're Orca or some shit, and they're going to get probably a lot of fucking negative attention, man. Damn, lady, it's not that fucking funny. I wish I could make people laugh this goddamn hard. Jesus Christ.
Next, the wives meet their new families. Lisa battles Damon in a war of wills. Talking like this and you're talking.
Oh my God, Orca, calm down, dude. She better watch out, bro. He's gonna infect her with the goddamn bubonic plague.
Look at you guys. Mr. Damon. Hey, Damon.
And you are?
I'm Stephanie.
Absolutely dying to know what your name is.
My name is Lisa.
Real awesome, friendly introduction, but I'm trying to see how they all actually feel about each other, you know? I'm trying to see shit go down, so yeah, let's keep it going.
What do you do for a living?
I'm not going to answer that question.
She role plays as like a fairy or some shit named Ursula. That's what she does for a living.
When I met the new family, I didn't tell them about any of our medieval involvement because I want it to be a really big surprise.
It'll be a really big surprise, alright. I really can't imagine these guys getting along, if I'm being honest.
My wife treats me as a king.
Yeah, I
She
read
does.
that.
She takes care of all the household duties. You go do some middle-age cooking. Have you ever seen a rutabaga?
That sounds like a grass-type Pokemon, bro. Fuck a rutabaga. I don't know what this guy's expecting, but he's not about to get treated like a fucking king, not by this lady.
I just thought this was the kookiest family I could ever be going to. And that just doesn't sit right with me.
Man, I can't help but feel bad for this lady. Sure, she could be there for her kids a little bit more or whatever, but goddamn, nobody deserves to be living like this. Nobody deserves to go to this fucking family's house for even a second.
You really need to pamper your guy. Maybe she'll learn a little bit in my house.
She'll learn that your house smells like asshole and that your husband's a loser. She really expects this random woman to go over to her house and treat her husband like a king. Not gonna happen. She's not brainwashed like you are.
Brangus decreed there be a medieval feast for the gentlefolk of the Kingdom of Ohio.
Sorry to the 2 people that live in Ohio out there on Earth, but what the fuck? The Kingdom of Ohio? That's the worst thing that I've ever heard, ever. Like, wow. They just keep impressing me with this episode.
And Lisa must dress for her role.
I'm not wearing that. I ain't wearing this either.
Damn, Lisa's going out sad, but I think that's just about all that I can really take for today. Sorry that I took a couple days off of uploading. I just really wasn't feeling it for a couple days. I don't know what the fuck was going on with me, but I was honestly super excited to get started on this video, so I really hope you guys ended up enjoying it. As you guys know, as I've said this inside of the previous videos, I can't show too much wife swap content without getting a DMCA takedown because of copyright and everything, or without them claiming the video entirely if they do keep it up, so I have to split it off into 2 parts. So if you guys ended up enjoying this video, then let me know by commenting on it saying part 2, and I'll see how many people are looking forward to that, and I'll get that out as soon as I can. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really fucking appreciate you guys. Sorry again for the couple days I disappeared. Although it is a really nice feeling to only be apologizing for 5 days off rather than, you know, what it used to be. Used to take like 5-month breaks and shit, man. Never happening again. But yeah, thank you guys so goddamn much for watching, especially if you're hearing this part right here. You made it like 15 minutes in, dude. I can't thank you enough. I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day, or an amazing night, an amazing morning, whatever fucking time it is. I have no clue. Love you guys. Stay safe.